Hello everyone. So my favorite catalog to get in the mail is the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale catalog. We know this. I filmed, 4 or 5 videos walking you through that catalog. My second most favorite catalog to get in the mail is this one. This just showed up and I thought, you know what? Let's do this in Nordstrom style. Let's film a video. This is the Ulta catalog for their 21 Days of Beauty starting today, September 1st. They do this twice a year, March and September, I believe. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of walk through this. If you're not familiar with the concept, Ulta does these sales twice a year in which they feature certain products, like 3 to 4 products each day that are 50% off regular prices. And it's only available that day in store and online. I'm gonna give you the highlights from the catalog. Before I go any further, this is not sponsored. If a video is sponsored, I'll tell you in the first sentence or two. I think we need to be very clear about those things, and it will also be at the very top of the description box before you hit the fold or whatever they call that part. So I will list everything in the order in which I mention them down in the description box if you want to follow along in the notes, so to speak. And I will be posting every day where I think there's something that I would recommend buying throughout the month on Instagram stories. So be sure you're following me on Instagram so you don't miss out on all the fun. But first off the bat, they've got the calendar, and it's really just the first 3 weeks. It's the 1st through the 21st of September, and I have taken notes, and so I will be looking down to tell you what I think I would recommend. And here are the criteria for recommendation. 1, I either already own it and love it. 2, I've always been interested in it, and I'm thinking about purchasing it myself. Full disclosure, I cannot buy every single thing, but I would like to. Okay, let's get to it. So I'm skipping today. Sorry, there's nothing that grabs my eye on September 1st or September 2nd. September 2nd, they do mention the Ofra, or they have on sale, the Ofra highlighters. They are $14.50 each on sale. I just think there's a lot of highlighters out there that I like better that I would skip it. So let's move on to September 4th. What I will recommend, and which I am never without, and the first time I actually got these was through an Ulta Days of Beauty sale, was the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. You can either get the 4 count or the 8 count. I recommend the 8 count, and that means 8 uses, not 1 per eye. And they are $8.75 for the 4 count, $16 for the 8 count, and probably hands down my favorite eye gels. They're super easy to just plop on your eyes. They're not gooey and wet, and you peel them right off and go right into putting on your makeup. You only need them on like 5 minutes. I always have them in my travel bag. Never leave home without them. Also on September 4th are the Bareminerals Concealers. They have them in the stick form and the liquid form, and they run either $10 or $12 each, so normally they're $20 or $22. I have never tried the serum liquid concealer, but it's always been on my list, and so those are high on my list of what I want to pick up myself in the sale. If you have any personal recommendations, by the way, please leave those in the comments below as well. Okay, skipping ahead to September 6th, 2 things there. The Lancome Monsieur Big, it is $12.50. It's a great mascara. I've used it over and over, personally purchased it many times myself. And also the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Brow Wiz, which is the super skinny pencil, because after buying like 5 of them, I've learned my lesson, they always snap in half. But the Brow Definer is a thicker pencil, and it's a thicker, like the wedge kind of style, and I feel like that would be a better investment, and it's only $11.50. It's just a little bit above drugstore price. So if you've always wanted to try one, this is a good time to pick it up. Jumping to September 8th, the Too Faced Natural Face and Natural Eye Palettes, they're $19 and $22 on sale. I have the Natural Eye, I don't have the face. I like it when Too Faced stays in their lane and doesn't get funky and weird, and these particular color palettes are beautiful and you will use them over and over, and I think definitely worth the price. And considering that Milani Palettes, which I love, can be $20. Excuse me. This, I think, is a really great product to pick up. Okay, now we're jumping ahead a few days to September 13th. The Tarte Amazonian Clay Blushes and Highlighters. Now, I don't know anything about the highlighters. I've never even swatched one, but the blushes are incredible, and I will probably be picking up Parte if they have it. I don't know if that's a Sephora exclusive or not, because I dropped mine last week, and it shattered, and that was my most used Tarte blush. My other recommendations are Exposed, Captive, and Natural Beauty. Some are very bright and some are very neutral, but even their very, very bright ones come off as a beautiful natural flush, especially as we're moving into fall, winter. They look like you've just come in from out of the cold. So I definitely recommend those. Now onto September 15th. This is a personal favorite. I love this palette. It's the Tartelette in Bloom 2 palette. This is the one that's it's like neutral but warm, and there's some shimmer. It's not all matte. It's a nice mix of shimmer, matte, and satin, and it's $19.50. That means it's cheaper than some of those Milani palettes. If you don't have this, you pick it up. You will not regret it. I still reach for mine. I've had mine for years. I love it. Okay, next, I don't own these, but I can personally say this is available on September 16th. Every time I walk into Ulta and I go by the IT Cosmetics brush display where they have them like all, where you can, I have to rub my hands on them. I just cannot help myself. They are those all black ones, black top, black handle. I do not need another brush. Like, that is very clear. But these are on sale on the 16th from anywhere from $12 to $24 each, depending on which one you get. I might just have to pick up one. Just one. Okay, the next day, September 17th, the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, it comes in either a light or a deep shade, is on sale for $17.50. I had it. I like it. I don't know if it's great for dry skin, but if you have combo oily, you will love it. And it's on sale, so I had to recommend it. I didn't keep it for myself because it's a little too dry for me. And then we're skipping ahead to September 20th. More brushes. The IT brushes, just the concealer brushes, range from $8 to $17, and I love a concealer brush, but not for concealer. In fact, I used a concealer brush today. I got it wet with some setting spray, and that's how I patted on this bright purpley pink shade, just to give it a little more pop. So I think everyone needs a good concealer brush in their collection. Snatch one up, $8. And then this one has a cult following also on September 20th. It's the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour blah, blah, blah moisturizer, $10.50. People love this. $10.50 is an amazing price. And then finishing up the Days of Beauty on September 21st, there's two more things I'd recommend. The Urban Decay 24/7 eye pencils. Now, other than the fact that you have to personally sharpen them, they're not like self-sharpening or twist up. I'm getting lazy in my old age. I don't think you can find a better shade range, better pigmentation. They're creamy always. They don't dry up. Beautiful, easy to use pencils. They're on sale for $11. I think this is a really great opportunity. And then the other thing I would recommend, it's another brow pencil. It's the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil. It's $12 on sale. They've expanded their shade range. I think there's, I don't want to misspeak. Something like 10, 12. I mean, there's a ton of shades now. It used to be like 4. So they've really expanded it. It's a great pencil to get those little lines in there. And if you've never tried it, again, now's the opportunity. As for the hot buys, nothing jumped out at me. Those are just things that are on sale for pretty much the whole 21 days. But I did start just combing through the catalog, and I thought I'd talk about some of the stuff that is also catching my eye. On page 9, they have the Buxom Dolly Double Take Lip Plumping Duo. It's 2 lip glosses for $15, and I love those lip glosses, especially in the fall. I don't know why fall. I want to wear more gloss, but I do. So that is catching my eye. And then on page 11, they do have the Jackie Aina palette in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I was in Nordstrom last week and I swatched them. I thought I was going to take a pass on this palette. It's beautiful. The colors are beautiful. And since some of them are very similar to what I'm wearing here, I thought I'd invest in something a little less. This is a Maybelline palette. A lot of similar colors. I might have to grab that one. It's not on sale. I mean, it's $45, but I just wanted to point that out. And then backing up, actually, no, it's also on this page. On page 10, 11 are the Bareminerals Gen Nude Lip Glosses, but they have them in metallic now. And I think this is kind of metallic, what I have on here. It's a subtle metallic finish, and it just makes your lips look a little more plump. I also wanted to bring this up. This is the new mascara from IT Cosmetics. It's their Lash Blowout. I guess it's a collab with Dry Bar. I loved their Superhero Mascara, except it dries up so quickly and gets so clumpy. It just got on my nerves. Kind of curious about this one. Has anyone tried it? It's on my list. Let me know. Okay, talking about highlighters that I absolutely love. Granted, this is way more expensive than the Ofra, but it's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in Champagne Pop on page 16. It's $38. So yeah, it's a big jump, but to me it's worth it far more over the Ofra one. It's beautiful. Okay, this definitely caught my eye on page 17. It's the Grande Cosmetics new and exclusive Cult Faves 3-piece kit. It's $49, but it has the Grande Brow, the Grande Mascara, and the Grande Lash MD. All for, I don't think they're full size, but it's $49. So it says it's an $82 value. I've been curious about that. It's a great way for me to jump into it without investing in the whole thing. I have received so many messages on Facebook, DMs on Instagram about this new MAC Love Me lipstick. Karen, I'm talking about you in particular. So many people in real life and on the internet have recommended these new MAC lipsticks. I think these shades are stunning. They have them apparently at Ulta. I've seen them also, obviously saw them at Nordstrom. It says here that they're available in 14 shades in store, but 24 shades online. So I think I'm gonna have to get at least one. I see a lot of really good neutrally pinks that are catching my eye there. Any shades that y'all recommend? Please let me know. Also, this caught my eye, new from Estee Lauder. It's their Double Wear Concealer, which I know I love, but it's a new formula in Radiant. I think that I'm gonna have to at least swatch it and see what that looks like. It's 22 shades and it's $29 each. There are quite a more shade options than there used to be, so that's good. Something I'm absolutely not getting, and I'm just going, what? Like, I just had to bring it up. So it's on page 25. It's from Kapari, and I like a lot of Kapari stuff, don't get me wrong, but it is I think they're taking this coconut thing like a step too far. It is the coconut toothpaste. Come on, coconut toothpaste. I mean, the only thing coconut flavored that I really want in my mouth is a pina colada. So I don't know. If anyone's tried it, please let me know, because it just feels like it's just too much. And then the last thing I want to recommend that's not too much, it's the new Milani palette. Now, some are exclusive to Walmart, some are exclusive to Ulta, some I think are just Milani. I'm not really sure that's working, but I picked up the one from Walmart last week. I got the green one. I've only swatched it. The metallics and shimmers are incredible. And this one is more of the reds and purples, which I think I also saw at Walmart. I don't know, but they're at Ulta. They're very pretty. They're $19.99. Like I said, some of these, higher end options through the daily beauty deals are cheaper than this Milani palette. So anyway, but yeah, that's caught my eye as well. I'll probably buy, I love all the Milani. I just love the Milani palettes, the square ones. I have them all. So those are my personal recommendations and the things that are on my list for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I just want to point out, I completely skipped over the Sephora sale. I didn't do it on purpose exactly. I was even asked to do a sponsored video and I had to turn it down. I was in the middle of moving Shane to Ole Miss. It just came at the worst time between getting everything ready for college, going makeup shopping. It was like the last thing on my list to do. And I gotta be honest, the Ulta Rewards program just blows Sephora out of the water. If Ulta would just bring over the free 2-day shipping that VIB Rouge people have at Sephora, it would be one of the best places to buy makeup, I think. But they don't have that yet. But the rewards program is good because they don't just give you points like Sephora does. Ulta gives you points towards money, which I turn around and spend there. So I kind of like that one better. And I also like that you can get to the reward levels without having to spend $1,000. Like, I don't think I'm going to hit Rouge again next year. I think this might be my last Sephora Rouge option because I like buying makeup all over the place. Walmart, Nordstrom, Ulta, some at Sephora, Dermstore, wherever, like all over the place. And at Ulta, I think you only have to spend like $300 or $400 to hit that top level versus $1,000 at Sephora. It's a big jump. So anyway, those are my recommendations. Like I said, I'd love to hear back from you. What are you thinking of shopping this month from Ulta? What did I skip over that you think, Marnie, hello, these are awesome. You got to check those out. I'd love to hear from you. So please leave those comments below. I read every single one. Thank you so much for watching. Happy September, and I'll see you in the next video.